Welcome to A Minute for God. This brings us to the seventh truth about God's love, and that it is beneficial. Jesus proclaims in John chapter 3, verse 16, "For God so loved the world, that he gave his only Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have eternal life." More than 50 years ago at Johns Hopkins University, a young sociology professor assigned his class the project of interviewing 200 city youth residing in the downtown slums of Baltimore. The professor asked the students to predict their future based upon the demographics of this area. The students predicted that 90% would serve time in prison. 25 years later, the same professor asked a class to track down the original boys and discover what had happened. 180 boys were located, and only 4 had ever been in jail. Why were the predictions so far off? Looking for common factors, over 100 of the boys mentioned the strong influence of a teacher they all had in common. The students then located the teacher, a 70-year-old Sheila O'Rourke, who is now living in a Memphis nursing home. She was puzzled by the interest in her, and so she exclaimed, "All I ever did was love each of them." That's the power of love. And if that's the result of being loved with an imperfect human love, what must be the results of being loved by a perfect divine love? As a result of this teacher's love, each of those boys from Baltimore had a life. However, as a result of God's love, each of us can have eternal life.